What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And in today's video, we will be previewing this week's Premier League fixtures that will be happening this coming weekend. But of course, some breaking news. William Saliba signed a 5-year extension, extending his current contract by a further 3 years. I think that this is a fantastic move for the player as well as for the club. This definitely shows the club's intentions, and I don't personally think that William Saliba would have left anyway. I believe that he's already settled in the city as well as the club. So let me know in the comment section, do you think that this was a great move for William Saliba? Moving on to our fixtures this weekend, we've got Brentford versus Manchester United. This is a tough away fixture for Manchester United. Brentford at home are always dangerous. They press very hard. They fight for every second ball and they make it ugly when they need to. United, on the other hand, has really been inconsistent and they will looking to continue uh, on that win that they had last week against Chelsea. Um, then, of course, the big question is, will Manchester United's attack finally click? Meanwhile, we have Bruno Fernandes in the midfield looking to control the tempo. If United don't take the chances, Brentford will definitely push them. This one could be much tighter than we expect. The second matchup will be Chelsea versus Brighton at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea are still trying to find their form this season. They've really been inconsistent. I don't think that they had the best of starts as well. Brighton, on the other hand, love playing fearlessly, attacking football, and they've caused Chelsea problems in the past. We expect a high tempo game with a lot of possession changes. Chelsea will look to rely on Enzo Fernandez pulling the strings in the midfield. Of course, Brighton would obviously depend on their young stars that could really test Chelsea's backline. This feels like a game where goals are definitely guaranteed. Then, of course, we're looking at Crystal Palace versus Liverpool. Palace at Selhurst Park are never an easy opponent, but Liverpool are flying high right now. I believe they're still unbeaten this season. So, of course, Slot's team really looks sharp and the attack is clicking at the moment. Um, Liverpool will have to keep that high intensity. They'll be hard to stop, but we've seen Crystal Palace has been party poopers, party spoilers for Liverpool. So yeah, I'm definitely going to keep my eye on that matchup. Then we've got Leeds versus Bournemouth over at Ellen Road. Uh, Bourne, uh, Bournemouth looking pretty good at the moment. Both teams are desperate for points to climb the table. Leeds' pressing style can overwhelm teams sometimes, but Bournemouth have attacking quality that can really hurt Leeds on the break. We've seen Justin Kluivert as well as Nelson Semenyo. I think that their team has really clicked already. So yeah, we expect a lot of goals in this matchup. This could be a chaotic game. Lots of chances, defensive mistakes can happen. So keep an eye on that match as well. Then of course we have Manchester United. In fact, Manchester City versus Burnley. On paper, this looks like a straightforward win for Manchester City, but Burnley will definitely try to be organized and compact. The problem is Manchester City, when they really start get going, Haaland will definitely fancy his chances. And then, of course, we have Phil Foden, who's currently finding his form. This could be a long afternoon for Burnley. The only question is how many goals will Manchester City score in this matchup? Then another intriguing fixture will, of course, be Nottingham Forest versus Sunderland, two sides in the lower half of the table. And these are the games that matter most come next year, May. Um, these mid-team tables, they really need to fight for every point. Forest will definitely rely on home support at the City ground, but Sunderland have shown some grit. Expect a physical battle, maybe some scrappy goals, maybe a scrappy goal or two. Whoever wins here gets a huge boost for survival in this race, in the Premier League race. Of course, then we've got Tottenham versus Wolves. This should be interesting as well. Spurs are aiming to stay in the top six, or at the moment, the top four conversation, while Wolves are always unpredictable. Spurs attack, Brandon Johnson leading the line can really be dangerous, but Wolves can frustrate teams at times. They can sneak a result, but I highly doubt it. I think that Spurs at home pretty good team at home. This could come down to whether Spurs break Wolves early on in the match or get dragged into a scrap. So I think that it's very key of Spurs to um, find a lead in the first half in the first half, definitely. Then the next matchup, of course, this will be on Sunday. We've got Aston Villa versus Fulham. Villa under Unai Emery have been excellent at home, but Fulham are definitely no pushovers. You know that this Marco Silva team, it's a pretty good team. Players like Watkins, Diaby will look to break Fulham's defense down, of course, while um, their attacking style is can be very dangerous. This one could be fun, a back and forth battle between Aston Villa and Fulham. I do also expect some goals in this matchup, so keep an eye for that match as well. Then the big one comes Newcastle versus Arsenal. This is a heavyweight clash, in my opinion. Newcastle at St. James's Park can be electric. The atmosphere there, fantastic atmosphere. Not that I've been to Newcastle, but I know that that can also be an electric fixture that can happen. Arsenal need to show their title credentials in this matchup. They really need to show if they are still in the title race. You know what? The thing about Arsenal, I think that they are a decent team, but it still feels like there's something missing in the team. I don't know. We yet to see what happens this season with Arsenal. I still think that they'll finish in the top four. Whether they'll win the Premier League, I don't know. I'm not too sure. I'm not 100% convinced. Um, Liverpool are still the favorites. But like I said, Liverpool, I think that they really need to win the title this season to really prove that they won last year on performance, basically. Because I personally think that Liverpool winning the Premier League last year, they basically won the Premier League without a fight. City wasn't really involved. We've seen what happened the previous time when they won the league. City won also the best team. City basically fell off in that year. Company left. Laporte got injured in that season. Fernandinho playing in the back line. So I feel that to really convince me, um, Liverpool have to win it this season because we've seen what happened in the past. Not to dwell too much on Liverpool, but we've seen what we had in the past when Manchester City was at their best, fighting pound for pound or going up pound for pound against Manchester City. They always came second best, even if it was with just 1 point. So they really have to win it this season to really prove to me, okay, look, they really won it. So because it just feels like they won it on City's downfall. I don't know. I'm not salty or sour that Liverpool won the Premier League. I always thought that um, Liverpool were Manchester City's greatest threat. To be honest with you, and no disrespect to Arsenal, I never really thought that they were a threat to Manchester City. But that's probably a conversation for another day. Then the last, finally, Everton versus West Ham on Monday night. Everton needs points desperately in this matchup, while West Ham have been one of the most improved sides. This has all been ingredients of tense physical battle. So let's see what happened here. I think that a win for Everton could ease the pressure, but West Ham will be targeting 3 points to keep their European title hopes or European hopes alive. Yeah, so that's my preview for this week's coming Premier League fixtures. Let me know in the comment section, what do you think? Do you think that this was a great move for William Saliba to extend his contract? Do you think that Liverpool will go unbeaten this season? Let me know in the comment section. I need the Arsenal fans to let me know. Do you think that Liverpool will go unbeaten this season? I don't know. Season is still long. I think that they might slip up somewhere, somehow. If there was any team that would have a say in terms of the unbeaten taking the season or taking the league unbeaten, would definitely be Arsenal. So let's see what happens. Also, let me know what do you think about the vlog that I dropped early on today. Unfortunately, there wasn't any sound to the video. That's because my mic was terrible. but I did manage to upgrade my mic setup. So we will also be going back to the stadium on the 1st of October, where we will be vlogging that match as well. Like I said, I've got some better equipment, so let's see what happens then. But thank you so much for all the subscribers, the views, the likes, and the comments, even though there was very few. Stay tuned for the next video. Peace out.